Hey, I'm Anthony from bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com. In this video we will talk about the best way to memorize the notes on the guitar while also having tons of fun. And the best way you can start out learning the notes on the guitar is by also improvising with them at the same time, because it makes it fun, and while it's fun you want to do it more and more so you get better at it, because learning the notes on the guitar, memorizing them, can be quite daunting. And there's another video here on the channel where I talked about memorization, and there was an exercise where we played all of the notes on each string, but the same note on each string. So it was the A note here on the low E, and then we played the A note here. So for some people that might seem like a daunting task, and especially for beginners it's a daunting task to start out with. So that's why we will look at a more fun way if you're a beginner to start learning the notes on the guitar. And it's very simple. If you look at the diagram below this video, you will see that I'm playing here all of the notes on one string. And while we're learning the notes, we're memorizing them, but we can also use them for improvisation purposes. So what I recorded here is a backing track. And now I will play all of the notes. So as you can see, all of the notes on the G string can be used over this kind of backing track. So if you want to use your own backing track, you can find tons of them on YouTube. Just look for backing track in A minor, a blues backing track that would be, or you can use the same for pop or rock backing tracks. But for a blues it needs to be A minor blues. So a minor blues in the key of A. And then you can use all of the notes here on the G string or any other string. And while you're playing those notes, try to improvise with them, but also sometimes memorize the notes by saying them out loud by going like this. So we're playing the G note here. Then the A note on the second fret, B note, C note, D note, E note, F note, and G note. And just try to memorize them by saying them out loud. Sometimes play them also from the highest to the lowest note. Again, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. And then once you get acquainted with this one string, instead of going to the other string, because then it's easy to get confused with where the notes are, just get really acquainted with this one string by improvising with it. And there aren't any fancy techniques that I'm using. I'm just picking the notes and then I'm sliding to the next note. You don't need to do this on every other note. On every note, I'm just doing like at random places where it feels good. And then other notes can be played just as regular picked notes. And sometimes we can use also the opposite kind of slide. So we're sliding from a higher note to a lower note. And of course, once you practice this for a couple of days on the G string and you know where all of the notes are, you can then of course do the same thing on another string and then try mixing them up. But this is only when you get acquainted with the notes on one string first. So I hope you like this video on this very important topic of memorization of the notes. So a lot of people don't get into this, but it's really important to know where every note is. And subscribe to the channel so you get all the new videos on your YouTube home feed, or leave a comment if you want to add something or ask something. And also check out the website at bestbluesguitarlessonsonline.com, where you will find many free downloads, like a free ebook on how to master blues rhythm guitar playing.